Shalom. This GMS on the sit down is coming back with the lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, for teaching us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect out there spreading this word of sincerity and the truth. This is a quick thought. I was meditating upon the word suffer. This video is going to be named Suffer All Things. Suffer all things. We are in a certain state where we are going through pain, afflictions. We going through things, that are messed up, man. That are messed up. But like the scripture says, 1 Thessalonians 3:3, we are appointed unto it. We are appointed unto those pains and sufferings, man. We are appointed unto it. So it doesn't matter how you twist or turn it, you have to go through these things, man. So we have to suffer all things. And if you go into the word suffer, the modern day meaning of the word suffer is pain, going through pain, which we are going through pain. But the root of the meaning of the word of suffer is to allow. That's why the scripture also says, suffer not a woman to teach. Don't allow a woman to teach. Don't allow a woman to teach, man. But we got to suffer all things. We got to go through all these things that the Most High lays in front of us, man. We got to push through, man. We got to push through no matter what. We got to suffer all things, man. You're catching hell on your job, suffer it. You're catching hell by your family, suffer it. You got to forsake things for this truth, suffer it. Brothers rebuke you, suffer it. You got to suffer all these things, man. Meaning you got to allow all these things to happen, because who you think you're gonna fight? You're gonna fight. If you go against it, you're fighting against the Most High, man. Gamaliel was talking about give these disciples of Yahweh Shai a little space, man. Because if it be of the Most High, nobody can overturn it, man. And you will find yourselves fighting against the Most High. If you don't allow these things to happen, you're fighting against the Most High. That's why Yahweh Shai also got angry at the certain disciples, because they didn't want him to basically fulfill the prophecies, man. They didn't want him to depart. They didn't want him to go on the cross. Of course, that's normal because of all the emotions. But Yahweh Shai was like, listen, man, I have to suffer this. I have to allow this to happen because it's written. And all the things we're going through is also written in the books. That we have to go through much afflictions, man. Concerning the souls of the disciples, Acts 14:22, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. We have to go through much tribulation, man. We have to allow these things. Ye shall be hated of man for my name's sakes. We have to allow these things. We have to allow these things, man. The servant is not greater than his master. So what the master went through, we have to allow it to go through it ourselves. Because you might say like, yeah, you have no choice but to allow it. No, you do have a choice. You do have a choice. Because certain people that fall out of this truth, they made their choice, man. They did not allow themselves to go through all this pain and afflictions, man. Yesterday, I saw this cat. I thought he was in the GMS Charlotte camp. But then all of a sudden, I saw this dude on Instagram with the blunt. I was like, huh? But I always looked at this dude like, hey, you hella carnal, man. You carnal as fuck, man. Being in the GMS camp, I was looking at that. But then, I go to the GMS Charlotte camp and I don't see this dude there no more. I was like, huh? Wait a minute. He still has his beard and all of that. So it got me confused. Then I looked back. I was like, oh, I see he didn't go to the camp for a long time. So he made his choice. He didn't allow the pain, suffering, and afflictions to keep hold on him, man. And so in that manner, we have multiple examples that act the same way, man. They don't allow the pain and sufferings to keep taking hold on them, man. There was this one cat in our camp. He went through hell, man. But he didn't allow it. He didn't allow himself to waste every Saturday, doing this while he was able to get money. After the camp, he didn't want to waste his time, with councils and all of that. He wanted to get his money. So he didn't allow himself to go through pain and suffering for this truth. He didn't allow himself to go through it. He wanted to be a part of the world again. So he made his choice. As soon as he got suspended, he took a trip to Cabo Verde, the Cape Verdean Islands. Okay, that's a choice, man. That's your choice. You don't allow the sufferings no more. You see, it's double. You don't allow the thing you're supposed to allow no more. Because suffering goes into the word allow. You don't allow that no more. Cool, man. But know who you're up against, man. Know who you're up against. And saying that kind of freaks me out, because one time Satan came in my dream, and he was, in dark clouds, and he told me, know who you're up against, man. Basically, I'm fighting him. So now, for dudes like this, it's the other way around, man. If you don't allow these sufferings to happen, and if you just, don't take it to the chin, sometimes you gotta take a knee, man. That's just the thing that you have to understand. Sometimes you do have to take a knee, And with taking a knee, I mean, like, hey, take your time to recover, man. Some certain things, might come hard, man. Certain things might really hurt you. But hey, you have to allow it, man. Allow, permit, sustain. That's what it means, man. To sustain these things, go through these things, go through hardship as a true soldier of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because we are appointed there too. So that was it, man. Quick thought, man. We have no choice but to allow it, man. We have no choice but to suffer all things for righteousness' sake. Like the Apostle Paul said in the book of Philippians, whether I'm abased or abound, I suffer all things for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's name's sake, man. Through Yahushai, I can do all things. So if you can't, that means you have no faith, man. That means you have no faith. If you can't suffer these things, man, that means you have no faith. Salakia. Early morning, I arrive at the office right now. If you suffer, go through it. If you can't, your faith is small. So meditate upon this, Akyam. A quick start of the week. Like Antillean people say, Bon Siman, which means good week. But we both know that's not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna say that. But keep your heads up high, Akyam. And stay in the spirit, man. Stay in the spirit. So with that, call Allah, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Kakadash. Shalom to the elect.